In 1902, American sociologist Charles Cooley formulated a brilliant yet terrifying psychological concept that would alter how we understand human identity. It became known as the looking-glass self. Cooley wrote a single sentence that perfectly captures the tragedy of the modern mind. I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Let that sink in. We build our self-esteem, define our goals, and even curate our appearance not based on what we actually want. And not even based on what others truly think of us. We live in a third-order illusion, constantly trying to guess how we are being perceived by the outside world, and then mutating our entire lives to fit that fantasy. You buy a car to impress neighbors you don't even respect. You lose sleep over a careless comment made by a coworker who forgot they even said it 5 minutes later. You hesitate to launch your project, your business, or your channel because you dread the judgment of people who have never built anything themselves. Why does our mind, capable of solving incredibly complex logical puzzles, completely freeze under the gaze of a random passerby? Let's look at what is happening inside our skull. Chapter 1, The Neurobiology of Like and Social Pain. Our brain is a highly efficient machine, evolutionarily hardwired to survive. In the ancient world, scanning the reactions of your tribe was a matter of life and death. In his book, Social, Why Our Brains Are Wired to Connect, UCLA neuroscientist Dr. Matthew Lieberman proves that our brains process social connection on the exact same primary level as food or water. When a group approves of you, whether it's a like on social media or praise from a manager, the ventral tegmental area of your brain floods your system with dopamine. But the moment you face criticism or exclusion, a very different part of your brain fires up, the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex. This is the exact same region responsible for processing physical pain. To your biology, a hateful comment online or a cold look from a peer isn't just abstract data. It is processed by your central nervous system as if someone physically struck you in the face. This is why we desperately polish our reflection in the looking glass of society. We become slaves to external validation because our brain is trying to protect us from pain. But the price of this protection is your authenticity. You waste immense cognitive energy trying to maintain an image for others, instead of investing that fuel into your own growth. Chapter 2, The Marcus Aurelius Paradox. Throughout history, the most formidable leaders seemed completely immune to the noise of public opinion. One of them was the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. In his private journal, Meditations, written during brutal military campaigns, he recorded a striking paradox of human nature. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. The ruler of the greatest empire on earth had to remind himself of this every single morning. He understood a fundamental truth. The moment you depend on the applause of the crowd, you hand them the keys to your mental kingdom. Today they crown you, tomorrow they trample you. If the faceless character inside you is constantly searching for its reflection in the eyes of others, you become fragile. Nassim Taleb would classify this state as fragile to external shocks. A single random user on the internet, writing a mindless comment, gains absolute power over your mood for the rest of the day. That isn't strength. It is psychological captivity. Chapter 3, Shattering the Glass. Internal reference. How do you break out of this trap and stop living your life in the reflection of others? Cognitive psychology categorizes human evaluation into two types, external reference and internal reference. People with an external reference constantly need feedback, reassurance, and approval. Without someone telling them, "Good job," their internal battery drains to zero. People with an internal reference judge their worth based solely on their own criteria, data, and outcomes. They know exactly when they performed exceptionally, and they know exactly when they messed up. To shift your brain toward an internal reference, you must apply a cognitive behavioral technique known as decentering. Embrace a simple, liberating truth: people are not thinking about you. In 2000, psychologists from Cornell University published a landmark paper on the spotlight effect. They proved that we overestimate how much others notice our flaws, our clothes, or our mistakes by more than double. The reality is that everyone else is trapped in their own looking-glass loop, desperately worrying about what you think of them. They simply do not have the time to think about you. Conclusion: step back into your room. Stop staring through other people's windows searching for your value. The faceless character within you doesn't need external metrics to radiate its true, neon light. When you clear the noise of outside expectations from your mind, you finally hear your authentic voice. Your time, your intellect, and your energy belong exclusively to you. Shatter the social mirror. It was always a distorted reflection anyway. Thank you for spending these 6 minutes with me. I'll see you in the next quiet room.